Not much. We can talk about some of the important things we need to watch for on this map. Map is a 3-flag map, so it's going to be about the 2-flag burn. Not going to be too much about kills. Whoever holds the 2-flag burn the longest is going to obviously burn more tickets. Flag burn will be good. On the opening, we're going to want to watch the little birds. The little birds are going to be the key action. Whoever wins the little bird fight at the start is going to have a pretty large advantage going on in the match. Because with the little bird, you're going to be able to hold Bravo, and once you have Bravo, it's pretty easy to stop the little bird from getting back up into there. You just get some anti-air up there and shoot down as they spawn in. Besides the little bird action, we're going to want to watch the tanks. Sometimes, if the team loses the little bird action, they'll want to move their tanks up and try to take the enemy team's gimme. That could be a pretty good center of action going on. And after that, we'll just want to watch infantry battles on Bravo. So, just to do a little recap. First, we're going to have the little birds, then the tanks, and then infantry. And this should be a pretty good game. I haven't actually seen Steel... Well, I played against some Steel guys before, but I don't think I've played against most of them. I don't think I've played against them as a group, and I haven't cast them. And then we have ETR, which is a different, like the separate group of ESF, I believe. And ETR stands for Eternal, I believe is what Skippy told me before. So we'll have a pretty good match. Both teams should be pretty well balanced against each other. Got everybody in here, just gotta wait for the countdown to go down now, and we'll get into this game. Should be fun. I like this map, Siege of Scimcasting. Very good map for this game mode. A lot of fun. It's pretty difficult to get locked down on this, but you can get locked down. And that can be kind of depressing when it happens, but I mean, it's all just about learning how to get to the enemy team's back cap without letting them know. Yeah, if anybody has any questions about the map or the teams, let me know. I'll try to answer the best of my knowledge. Like I said, we're going to try to follow the little birds off the start, though. Do I have any water? I do. How's it going, Porsche? Like we're gonna be going live. Saying good lucks. Shut up, Skippy! Someone ban Skippy. Oh my god. Someone ban Skippy. He's banned for life. He's off ET. He's out of Simfic. We're just not associating with him anymore. Love you, Skippy. They say live, but I don't see no countdown. Oh. Watch what's on the TV here. I'll turn the music down more when the match starts too. A little on the louder side right now. It's not too bad, but about that. This TV is not very entertaining to watch. Oh, there we go. We're going live. 1 minute countdown, boys. Go ahead and put this spectate camera back in the right spot. Looks good. I'll move this in a little bit more. I'd like it to be a little bit lower. This one. Good, that's good. Alrighty. Oh, come on. Music's alright. It's nice background music, and it's not copyrighted, so... Unless you got me some better non-copyrighted music. Pretty good non-copyrighted music, I gotta say. Alright, let's go ahead and follow the Onion on the start. Because I am familiar with him and his flying, so he should do pretty well. We'll see. Onion's a pretty strong pilot, so getting locked on. Oh, gets hit right off the start. Not a good start for Onion. Put him at a severe disadvantage against the Steel's pilot. Oh man. Oh, Onion still is able to pull it off though. But it looks like Steel's got the 2 flag advantage right off the bat. Onion's probably going to get them cleared off at this point, but we'll keep eyes on just to make sure. Like Steel's got plenty of anti-air to be able to keep Onion off this point. Running Iglas looks like instead of Stingers. I think I would suggest running Stingers on this map. But that's just my 2 cents. Igla is still a pretty damn good weapon, so... He'll hold him that 2 flag advantage. Looks like Onions is just trying to keep him busy while he circles around. Then again, he's already down to 24. Must be getting locked on constantly. Like Steel's gonna hold on to that 2 flags for a bit. See if ETR is able to do anything going up these elevators. Looks like Steel was ready for them. Not gonna let them get any traction on that second flag. But then we got NGMO trying to be a back Catberry, but gets taken down by Michael Yo Mama. Onion still trying to clear this flag for Colonel. Steel doing very well, holding on to 2 flags, even though they lost that opening chopper battle. The tanks are just in a deadlock down here, shooting at each other, sitting with their reppers behind them. Not much to go on there. Oh, we got uraniums. Our Lieutenant Deads, it looks like. It's going to be flying. pushing Onion forward by the building. Like he's got a pretty big advantage coming on top of him right here. Onion's a pretty damn good pilot though. Takes him out right away. Colonel needs to do something with their little bird. Looks like Steel was able to win that tank battle though. Gonna let them put pressure on Eternal's back cap, or Eternal's gimme, which is gonna give them more leeway. They're just gonna be able to hold on to their 2 flags while also putting pressure on to Eternal. This is looking out to be a pretty strong match for Steel. Really good showing by the team. Got someone from Eternal trying to swim over. Like, drowning himself, or is he getting shot by someone? Eternal trying to get some traction going here. I don't think, go free cam. I don't think, yeah. Field does not have anybody on the very top roof, so they should take those elevators and get up there and start putting some pressure on Eternal from there. Like NGMO and one other is going to go there while they also try to push their back cap. This is a pretty good strategy. If they push at the same time, I was going to say, if they push at the same time, they'd put a lot of pressure on Steel to get off of their, get off of Bravo, but it looks like they might push at the exact right time. Especially with Steel's Little Bird pilot being up. Just going to clear them off that rooftop. Colonel's not going to get much traction there, but they are going to take Steel's back cap, or Steel's gimme, but it looks like Steel's going to take Eternal's gimme. Trading gimmies here. Not going to get them much. Got Deads trying to chase down Onions again. Let's see how this fight goes down. Oh man. Like Deads is messing him up. And Deads is able to take Onion out. Nicely done, Deads. Should give Steel an even bigger advantage, because now they're going to easily be able to hold Bravo. And probably come back over here. Well, then again, Eternal does have this flag they're able to hide under. Unless the tank were to actually come down there and clear them out. Pretty well done by Eternal by taking this back cap, or taking Steel's gimme. I stopped calling it a back cap. It's not a back cap, it's their gimme flag. Dead's coming back over here though. They want to hold on to this. Eternal has 2 flags now. They're going to start burning Steel's tickets, try to catch up on that ticket difference. Like they're going to be able to hold this flag pretty well. Still trying to get their 2 flag advantage back, but Colonel's not having any of it now. They've given up on Bravo, and they'll just dig in on Alpha, because vehicles really can't get to them on Alpha there. You can send a tank down there, but it's pretty dangerous. And then the Little Bird isn't able to clear anything off of Alpha, but it is able to help them push Charlie. This fight should be a pretty pivotal fight. If Steel's able to hold on to their Little Bird and take Onion out, they should be able to take Charlie from Eternal using their Little Bird, but I'm not seeing it. Oh! 7 life. Is he able to get out and repair in time? He is going to be able to keep himself up. That solo seat reppin'. Nicely done by Deads. Oh, but he's getting lit up by the tank! The tank gunner seat takes him out. He was able to get enough infantry back onto their gimme and take it back from Eternal. Eternal Steel taking the 2 flag advantage again. Gonna keep burning tickets off of Eternal. It looks like Eternal's now saying, okay, Little Bird's down, let's go push Bravo. We'll follow Muramasa up there. I'm blind. Go. It was a pretty nice rotation out of Eternal. Said, okay, they're gonna push us off of they push us off of their gimme. Let's go hit them on Bravo right now while their little bird's down. And they're gonna start burning that flag back. Gonna give them, if they're able to take this flag and get a 3 flag advantage, a 3 flag burn onto Eternal, that's gonna or onto Steel, it's gonna give Eternal a pretty good chance of getting back in this game. Steel still has about 100 ticket advantage. Steel's trying to hold on to this flag. Little birds are back up. Steel's gonna try to prioritize taking those guys off of the roof first before fighting the other little bird. But I don't think Onion's gonna have any of it. He needs to switch to Onion right now if he wants a chance to win against Onion. Onion has reps though, so Deads is a severe disadvantage against Onion right now. Looks like Onion's gonna be able to take him down. That's going to give Eternal a pretty good advantage. They're probably going to be able to take Bravo right now because with Onion up, he's just going to clear the infantry off of Bravo. And that'll give him a 3 flag advantage if they're able to hold on to Alpha, which I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to because it is really hard to clear infantry off of Alpha. Unless you bring a tank down there, which they're doing. I cannot click on it. I'm sorry. There we go. Pop Anonymous. Trying to clear that infantry off of here. I'm going to have a pretty easy job of doing it. And that's exactly what Steel needed to do. Steel should be able to take 2 flags back and continue burning Colonel's tickets now. Going over to someone fighting over here. Steel just trying to hold on to this flag. Doing all they can. Oh man. Colonel's tank is pushed up. Oh, but he's not going to try to take Bat Cap. It looks like, or the gimme of Steel. Looks like Eternal's going to win this fight here. Steel needs to get more infantry onto Bravo if they want to be able to hold this. Got those little birds up. Eternal was just in prime position on that roof. Colonel getting that 2 flag advantage, so start burning those tickets back. See how Uranium is flying right now. I think he was just holding the chopper until Dead spawned on him. I believe at least. Let's see if he switches off. Uraniums versus Onions. Oh, I guess that's what's gonna go down. Damn, Uranium's just absolutely manhandles Onions. Very nicely done there. Gonna give Steel a pretty good advantage. They're gonna be able to. They should be able to clear the Bravo flag of any infantry, and they're gonna take back their 2 flag burn and probably seal this game out. I don't believe that Colonel's gonna have enough time to get their, or enough tickets to be able to get their little bird back in the air to be able to take Bravo, and they're not. Looks like they're not going to be making enough moves on Alpha quick enough. And we do have Grizzly Please trying to do some sneaky backcapping though. Able to get onto the flag and they're able to bomb it and get the burn on Alpha. That could keep Eternal in this game. Got the tanks just in a deadlock here though. Not a whole lot to watch there going on. We got Uraniums just circling overhead, just trying to... Oh, he's trying to win the tank battle. Those little birds. Air control is so needed in 10v10. Such a needed thing. And exactly like I called it, Eternal just trying to bomb on Alpha here. Get that 2nd flag back. Start burning tickets of Steel. Get back in this game. But this guy... I don't know. Ngmo, he's just trying to get some sneaky slams up there. But I feel like sitting on that burn would have been more important at this point in the game. just don't have enough people to get. They just don't have enough people on the burn to be able to get this flag right now. They have to win this flag. Eternal has to win this flag if they want to be able to have a chance of winning this half. It looks like they finally have enough people. They're going to win the burn. Go ahead and keep watching this for now. See how he does. Not able to get that burn. They have to win the burn. We still have Steel's little bird up, though. So these guys going up onto the roof, this is just a suicide mission for them. They even have somebody positioned on the roof. Oh, but they timed it at the same time as their little bird coming up, which should be pretty good. Because they will suddenly have... Oh, but it looks like Steel was able to clear off those elevators pretty well. Steel is going to be able to hold on to their gimme also. I believe this is going to be Steel's win. Even if Onion were to win this little bird battle now, I think it's still going to be Steel's win. Doesn't look like Onions is going to be able to beat Deads here. Oh! And Deads gets taken out by an Igla from above. I just don't believe that Eternal has enough tickets left to be able to get back into this game at this point. All Steel needs to do is just keep fragging them. 11 more tickets? Yeah. This is Steel's win for this first half of the map. Very nicely done, Steel. Look, Eternal's just not willing to give up. If they can get the burn, if they can somehow get the flag, darn, too bad. Good showing out of both teams. We'll see how they do the second round. Really well plays, really good plays out of Deads on the Little Bird. Uranium, also in the Little Bird, did really well. Was able to take Onion out. Pop Anonymous in that tank. Got top frags though. We'll see how they do in the second half. One of Eternal seems to have dropped. I said Eternal, and they told me ETR, but it looks like we have a lot of ESF guys. I wonder if they just didn't make a second platoon for their secondary team. That's probably what it is. Onion was able to win the helicopter fight at the beginning of that last half pretty handedly, it looked like. And after that, Deads and Uraniums were just able to manhandle him every other fight after that. So we'll have to see how they do on the opening again. Losco saying that Onion's going to farm hard this time. I think it's that Little Bird was just giving them the edge. That could be true. That Little Bird does offer a pretty nice advantage. We all know the Z11 curse of barely touching ground and then suddenly you're destroyed and it's just a flying tank, that thing. try to follow along more with Hip Hop Anonymous this time, being that he was top frags. He was doing a lot of work in that tank. Nicely done by him. And his tank, I don't know if he was the tank gunner or who it was that ended up taking down that helicopter after the Little Birds fight. That was well done by them. Have an extra player on. Someone has an extra player on because NG Mo's over here. And over there, so one moment while we wait for this. I will out what Skippy sent me. Oh, so they are. Yeah, okay, they are in the Eternal. I get it. Okay, so they are in the Eternal platoon. They're just not wearing the tags right now. That's what's going on. That's why I was a little confusing there. Oh, and we got the match starting. 50 seconds. Going live. Before Season 2, we have the Legacy Cup, which is going to be using the legacy maps of like Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 3. Should be pretty fun. That starts on Monday. Hopefully we'll get to, well, I mean, not hopefully, we should be able to cast some of those matches, which will be really entertaining to watch. And we are live, by the way, guys, yes. We followed Onions off the start, so this time let's go ahead and follow Deads off the start and see how he does. Good luck to both teams, and here we go. Steel is on China. They will be red this time, and Eternal is on US, and they will be blue this time. Looks like Onion is starting off really low. Dead's getting all of his guys on the drop right away, and he's going to push them on their side. Got someone out from that bird. Oh, and it looks like Onions is going to be able to win the Little Bird fight. That's going to give them a pretty clear advantage on Bravo. See if he's able to make use of it this time. Last time he won the opening, and he wasn't able to make use of his advantage, though. Oh, man. Almost gets taken out by those RPGs. No hits, though. Onion just going to house on these guys. Just absolutely wrecking them. Oh, man. Hit by a Stinger or... Sure. Probably an Igla. These guys seem to favor Iglas. We got the tank fight going on down here. Not sure why he's falling back so hard. They have the Little Bird up, and he was at full life. I wonder if he was getting hit from above. Oh. Onion's not going to have any of that backcapping going on his watch. Say that as this guy tries to do it. Or is he going to try to get a butt shot on the tank? And NG Mo's going to go ahead and say no to that. That is not going to happen on his watch. Uranium's trying to get in a good position to get some stingers on him. Trying to get some sneaky stingers. Be really aggressive with those stingers, man. What I like to do when I'm using my stingers. Just chase after the little bird. Keep him under constant pressure. And not let him have a moment's rest. That's what he's doing right now. Oh, and he just ECM'd. Let's see if Onions is going to be... Does Onions even know he's there? Onions doesn't even know he's there. He's going to be able to get an easy hit on him. Nicely done by Uraniums. But it's not amounting to much at this point because he's just going to be able to go off and repair. Unless you can get that follow-up hit, it's not going to mean anything. Colonel holding on to their... oh no, I mean Steel holding on to the 2 flags again. Nicely done by Steel. Not giving up any tickets here. Trying to push that ticket lead as much as they can. They had some Eternal trying to do some backcapping, but Tanker from Steel is not going to let them do that. Alright, we got the little birds back in the air again. Let's go ahead and follow that action. See if Deads is able to take Onions out. Deads doesn't have any reps this time, though, so... Oh, is he going to try to go pick Uraniums up, maybe? No? Not sure what he's doing. Just trying to look around for him. Oh man, and he taps the building ever so lightly and loses all his life. That will be the end of Deads. Those Z11s, man, they are just flying fortresses that... Oh, not flying fortresses, they're like flying Lego helicopters or something, because, you know, you barely tap anything and you're done. That's the end of it. But it looks like Eternal has taken 2 flags, finally. They're going to try to burn some tickets back off of Steel. Steel going up onto the roof with Onions still up, though. Onion's going to just absolutely destroy these guys as soon as it gets called out. Going to get called out. Is he going to notice them up there? Well, he's still trying to clear these other elevators. He should be focusing on those upper elevators. So only he can clear off now. Notices them now, starts clearing them off. Onion just doing work in that little bird. Tank's still pretty much at a dead standstill. Onion's just gonna keep picking them off, Not gonna give them a moment's rest. Not gonna let them have enough people. Not gonna let them have enough people up on that building to actually make a difference. Clears them off finally. Starts flying off. Did he actually clear them all off, though? Let's see. Looks like Steel's just going to try to take some different elevators. But as long as Onions is up, it's just not going to mean anything at this point. Onions is just going to keep clearing them of any pushes that they try to make on Bravo. You just can't push Bravo when the enemy team has their little bird up. Not something you should be doing. I think Steel's going to learn that real quick here. Yeah, Dead's up again. See if he's able to take Onions out permanently. Oh, looks like Onions gets taken out by Uraniums with a stinger. Nicely done. Uranium, where was he at? All the way. Oh, so he must have been on top of the building when he shot down at him from this angle. Got the tank battle going on. And Steel has their little bird up, so they should be able to win the tank battle if they were to push up with the little bird. Unless they're just going to use the little bird to try to clear off Bravo. Oh, almost gets shot out. That would be absolutely devastating for Steel if he were to get shot out and they were to steal the helicopter. Steel doesn't have the flag advantage, but they do have the ticket advantage still. Oh, Uraniums had to spawn on them so that they could get the air-to-ground missile going. Looks like Steel has the 2 flag advantage yet again. Gonna keep burning tickets off of Eternal. Even though Steel has the little bird up, they've opted just to take the 2 gimmies rather than try to keep fighting over Bravo. Might be a pretty good move to make. Colonel's tank all the way up on... No, not all the way up on... That's just sitting on their gimme right now. Flying too low, Deads. What are you doing? This is crazy. Sitting right in front of a tank with the helicopter. Yeah, that was going to be the end of that. There was nothing going to go on. Onion back in the air now, though. That little bird's not going to mean a whole lot, though, being that they already hold Bravo. Can't really push Alpha or Charlie with the little bird on this map, but you can obviously use it to take down tanks. And then once you take out the enemy's tank, you're able to use your tank to push up onto Alpha or Charlie. So let's see if he's able to help take that tank out. We're still holding on to that 2-flag advantage, though. Colonel really needs to grab a second flag pretty soon. 70 ticket advantage for Steel right now, but when you start getting under 100 tickets, and you're down to a third of your tickets that you had before. You really got to do some work. Got Lieutenant Deads back in the air. See if he's able to take Onions out. I wonder what he's doing there. He's trying to clear the roof. Oh, there was one on the roof. Steel still holding on to that 2-flag advantage. Even though there's quite a few infantry players on Alpha here. Steel is just matching their infantry players with their infantry players, saying, no, you cannot have the second flag. Steel wins this Little Bird battle. It's going to be pretty much victory for Steel on this half of Shanghai. Not sure why Deads was looking over there when he's in the middle of a Little Bird battle, but might have cost him this fight. Yep, cost him the fight. Well, I don't know if that exactly cost him the fight, but that is going to be Onion's victory there. But yet again, like I said, the Little Bird just doesn't amount to much when you already hold Bravo. You can't push those two gimmies, either team's gimmies when with the Little Bird. You can use the Little Bird to help win the tank fights, but he's not even doing that right now, so just a misused opportunity for Eternal. Looks like Steel's going to take out the Eternal's tank. This is going to be Steel's victory at this point. I mean, even if Onion were to go down there and take the tank out now, it's just not going to amount to much because their tank's already gone. And again, we have Steel pushing on their only flag. Colonel having to take their one advantage out of the game and basically go back up to hold the one flag they've been holding on to. Need to see some rotations out of Colonel quicker. That's an interesting reload we're watching there. Colonel finally has the flag advantage, but I think at this point in the game it might be too little too late. Go ahead and keep watching here, though. I don't think they're going to be able to get Hip Hop Anonymous off of this flag. Then again, spoke too soon, it looks like. Nope, he's just going to get reps now. He's not going to let Eternal get this flag. He's just going to sit there. Put it all in contention. 120 ticket advantage, or 110 ticket advantage for Steel right now. Pretty substantial ticket advantage to have at this point in the game. And they've taken Bravo. Little Bird's fight's going on now. Let's switch over to here. If Eternal wins this fight, now Eternal's not going to win the fight. That means this Little Bird's probably just going to go and put some pressure onto the tank of Eternal. That means Steel's probably going to take their gimme right now. Yep, that's what it looks like. And then Eternal's trying to bomb on Bravo, but that's just not going to work at this point. Especially with the little bird up. That's just a bad call on their part. Onion, or Deads is just going to fly right on up there and clear them off the point. They just don't stand a chance. I believe if they had probably gone up to Bravo and then jumped off of it to Charlie, that probably would have been their best chance at coming back into this game. But at this point, it's just pure speculation. Colonel trying to push up, trying to make something happen, staying in this game. They don't want to give up. They need to get a push happening. Onion's back in the air. At this point, it's just too late, though. This is already Steel's win. Well done, Steel. Good showing out of both teams. I believe it was about the same ticket. Same tickets for both sides. Well done, Steel. Even with that little bird advantage, Onion just wasn't able to win the little bird fights consistently enough. And then when he would win the little bird fights, he wasn't using the advantage of the little bird. He needed to take his little bird and just help the other tank. They needed to push little bird with the tank onto the other tank, and then once they took out the other enemy's tank, they could have taken the Guinea, but they didn't do that, and I believe that's probably what cost them the game. But speculation, so it's easy to speculate. Hip Hop Anonymous 12-0 though, absolutely devastating. Tankers are just a very vital part of the 10v10 scene. Well done, Steel. I believe there's going to be another map. They said Siege of Shanghai and Rogue Transmission should be next. Rogue Transmission, man. Oh man. When we get to it, I'll try to explain some of the key things that we got to focus on when they get there. Alright, so, while we wait for the teams to get into point, this map is an absolutely brutal map with lots of key objectives that we need to follow. So on Charlie Point, yeah, Charlie, we have the attack helicopter that will spawn, and then down on, I believe it's Bravo, here we have the AA, and this map, it can go either way, because getting the attack heli isn't like an assured victory, and getting the AA isn't an assured victory either, but they're just so very vital to winning the map. And then China's side on this map is at a pretty big disadvantage because Delta is very easy for infantry to be able to get onto. They can get onto this roof right away and just sit up there, and it's near impossible to clear them off unless you have the attack heli or you have your jet maybe strafe them. But even then, like, trying to clear the infantry off of Delta is just an absolute pain in the butt. So China is at a pretty big disadvantage, and I think that's going to be Eternal on the start. So Eternal going to be just having the disadvantage the first half of this map, and then Alpha is, I mean, it can be a little difficult to clear somebody off of Alpha. Why is the camera all the way over here? I can speed it up. I always forget I can speed it up. If you get somebody camping on the roof of Alpha, it can be pretty difficult to clear it, but the thing about camping the roof of Alpha is it doesn't actually get you anything because you're not burning the point. Like, when you're sitting on the roof of Delta, you're actually burning the point. Thanks for the follow. Sitting on the roof of Delta, you're actually burning the point, so you're always just keeping pressure on Delta by being up there. Sitting on the roof of Alpha, not quite the same thing. So that's why most teams, when they approach this map, it's pretty much established that China is at a disadvantage to the Russians on this map. And like I said, Winning the... I think the AA is probably a more useful resource than the attack heli, just because you have jets on this map, and the jets can absolutely wreck the attack heli, and then the AA obviously can take down the attack heli and take down your jets. Jets are a pretty key feature of this map. They won't usually have high kill counts, but the jets will be taking out resources of the enemy team just constantly. So we'll try to keep an eye on the jets. Tanks on this map, can't stress it enough, the tankers on this map are going to be making or breaking a team. Because they just... This is their map. This is the tanking map. Need to have good tank players, or good armor players on this map. On the opening, we'll see both teams usually start off with the transport helis. Is the AA not allowed on this map now? I mean, I thought that was 8 versus 8 the AA was banned. I thought in 10s we kept the AA. Anyone able to confirm that for me? I'll go ask someone real quick. Yeah, onion saying is allowed.
So tell me straight, I won't go. This is our time now, I'm sure. Make no mistake that we are closer than we're far. Embrace for impact and fight your fears far. Embrace for impact. I'm a future's engineer, and baby I'm here.
Oh, okay. I'm getting from Royal saying the AA is not allowed on Rogue. Okay. I didn't know that. I could have sworn it was allowed. Well, now we know. And we're going to be going live here. Alright, well then, no AA. That means the attack heli is going to be pretty large then. I could have sworn that it was allowed. Is that something they changed? They're going live, not live. Not live, not live, not live. Okay. I could have sworn that the A was allowed too last time we played. What kind of shenanigans people's get into while we wait for them to go live. Pretty sure they said not live. Yeah, okay, not live. This is still not live, everyone. And I don't even have the camera on. My bad. No shenanigans happened, don't worry. Not live. I need to put like a little text thing that says not live in the middle of the screen or something. Do that right now while we wait. Oh no, because then I have to add it and get rid of it. It's not live right now. We'll just say it. What's up, Skippy? I know it. This is not live. Not live. Not live. Not live. Not live. Oh, looks like we're going to be going live, though. While we wait for the match to start, guys, follow the channel for more Scrimcasts. Follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I will be streaming or I will be casting, because this is my channel. I do stream normally, but I'm no amazing gamer. I think I like to say I'm entertaining, but just another Battlefield stream. But if you want to know when I go live for casting, follow me on Twitter. I will always put an announcement out when I'm going live for casting. Or you can just look at the name of the title or the name of the stream. I will always have, if I'm streaming, it will be something different. It'll be something random. But if I'm casting, it will always have casting in the title. It'll either say Scrimcast or Matchcast or casting of some sort. Yeah.
Something.
Thanks for the follow, Sheldon. Oh, and Rogue. That's weird. Upload speed. I mean, you're asking my bitrate. My bitrate's 2600. Stay there. Brought in obesity? There's obesity. Like, we're going to be going live now, guys, so let's get ready. Again, there is no AA, so ignore what I was saying before. The focus point of this map is going to be on Charlie then. Getting that attack heli up is going to be really important. Some teams will often not even try to win Charlie. They will just try to destroy the helicopter right as it takes off. We'll see what they do. The China side is going to be Steel now, it looks like, and Eternal is going to be on Russia. I mean, Steel is going to be at a pretty big disadvantage on this map because Delta is pretty easy to play on. Alpha is a little harder to play on, just because you can burn the flag of Delta from the roof of Delta. So that's going to be a strategy we'll see employed by Eternal probably right off the start. Bravo, we probably won't see too much of. Well, I mean, I guess it'll probably be where the tanks play the most. We'll see. Here we go, guys. We're gonna watch the. Oh, where's the transport chopper? There's no transport chopper. I could have sworn there was a transport chopper start. My bad on that too, guys. I'm just all over the place. Looks like they're having a bit of technical difficulties there. NGMO running straight into him right off the start. Looks like Eternal's gonna bring their 2 tanks and most of their infantry straight to Charlie. They want to win that attack heli right off the bat. They're saying, we want that advantage. We're gonna get it. It's gonna be us. Poking that, trying to make sure that they can't see the attack heli when it spawns there, but they should know when it spawns there nonetheless anyways. We don't see any Eternal going up on the Delta though. That That's pretty big. And then we also see Steel bombing on Eternal's gimme right off the start. Pretty nice. They were able to get the attack heli off into the air. Well done, Eternal. That's going to give them a pretty big advantage on this map. They're just going to dominate with this in the air now. Steel taking 3 flags right off the start, though. 3 flag burn. By the way, this map will be a 4 flags, so most of the time you're not going to see a 3 flag burn like this. It's going to come down to frags. So get ready, get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a long match, guys. Still holding on to that 3 flag burn, though. Making me eat my words. Uranium's trying to kill that tanker off. It's not gonna happen. We have Coco farmed, I want to say. Farmed you? We'll just say farmed. His name is Farmed. For some reason he's shooting the AA. I don't know why he's shooting the AA. Think someone's behind it, maybe? Got Eternal. Yoshi-senpai. Notice me, senpai. The attack heli seems to have gone down, probably from their jet. Got Churls doing some J-dams. Nicely done. And, Steel holding onto that 3 flag burn, though. ESF needs to, or Eternal needs to do something quick here. These tickets they're burning are really important. On a 4 flag map, burning tickets like this is huge. It's just going to be an absolutely huge advantage for Steel. Really well done by Steel. Eternal's not making use of their infantry on Delta. Oh, going down. Steel just holding on to this 3 flags, though. Finally is going to lose the middle flag. They're not even going to lose the middle flag. They're going to keep even on the middle flag, and they're going to go burn Eternal's only other flag at this point. They're trying to get that attack heli, make sure that they can't get the attack heli in the air again. Eternal can't get that attack heli, then they're going to be just at a huge disadvantage. Steel with a 4 flag at this point of the game. This is going to be just absolutely huge for Steel. This is going to be a quicker match than I anticipated, it looks like. They're just absolutely chunking tickets right off of them right now. Thanks for the follow. Be in the air. Trying to do a dogfight versus Churls. I'm not going to watch that because watching dogfights is just them going around in circles. Still doing really well holding on to this 3 flag advantage. We got Michael Yomama trying to use the, I think that would be the Mark 11 DMR. Not my preferred DMR of choice, but he's just doing work with his frag and his Magnum. Nicely done, Michael Yomama. We got Eternal trying to come back, trying to take their gimme back. That's what they really got to do. They really need to take Alpha here. They're not going to win Charlie, and they're not going to... I mean, if they're not going to win Charlie, they got to get their gimme back and just hold on to Bravo. Not really seeing any attack choppers going up. Looks like Steel's going to get a 4 flag burn again off of these guys. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Well done, Steel, on this 4 flag. I'm not saying the DMR isn't legit. I'm just saying the MK11 is probably not the best DMR. Well, I mean, I can honestly say it's not my favorite DMR. I use a lot of DMRs, and it's a good DMR, but it's no M39. And Eternal finally grabbing their gimme flag, and now is going to try to push up onto Bravo, but I think that would be ill-advised at this point with 2 tanks still up by Steel. Steel holding on to that 3 flag advantage. Eternal needs to get some backcapping going on. They need to go... Yeah, here we go. Monty doing exactly what I was saying. He needs to just get back there, try to get onto a different flag. Got Eternal trying to take Charlie. If they're able to get Charlie and maybe... Oh, the attack chopper's already in the air. No wonder why Steel is just absolutely dominating here. The attack chopper is pretty big point to have for them. They're going to be able to push onto any tanks or anything they see up. Just help their tanks down. Looks like Steel is just dominating in the air. Clears Eternal off of Charlie. I wonder if Eternal's having the trouble that we had before on this map, where you end up using your transport vehicles like the quads and stuff, and you leave them at points, and if people stay near them, they don't get destroyed. So what ends up happening is you use your transport vehicles to get to a point, and then they just sit there, and then you end up losing all your transport vehicles permanently, and it puts you at a severe disadvantage. Monty trying to go for a back cap here. He's trying to go all the way around. He doesn't realize that the tanks are over here. He could have gone underneath here. He's trying to hide from that attack chopper now. It's noticed him. That's going to be the death of Monty. They're not going to let him get all the way over to Delta. Steel is just doing an absolutely beautiful job on this side of the map. Well done, Uraniums. 4 flags for Steel. Just going to seal this game out. Got more Eternal trying to push up. Probably ill-advised pushing up 1 tank by himself when they have 2 tanks up and the helicopter and the attack jet. I think that's going to be the end of it. Steel was able to get that 4 flag advantage and just hold on to it. Well done, Steel. First half goes to them. That puts Eternal at a pretty big disadvantage if Steel uses Delta Point as a focal for their infantry next to a half. We'll have to see how Eternal handles that. It was pretty big oversight for Eternal not to have gone and attacked Delta. That's your advantage on that side of the map. You really have to push it. You really have to use that advantage. But you can't punish, or you can't, get too upset about it. I think this is this is the first time I've heard of this team. I think that of Eternal. I didn't even know ESF had a second tier team, and this is probably one of their first time scrimming. I mean, they've probably played with each other in the past, and this map is really tough until you really learn it. I mean, it's really tough even once you learn it, because knowing to take advantage of Delta, and then once you know that you can take advantage of Delta, trying to clear the enemy off of Delta is just absolutely crazy. Steel did really well getting onto Alpha, and then just keeping somebody on that roof of Alpha so that they could keep that advantage there. They just kept falling down and kept the pressure on Alpha the entire time. It was really well done by Steel. Can't really fault Eternal too much for that. It was just Steel just did really well. They did exactly what they needed to do. Is what I called out earlier. Is just get pressure on Alpha. It's not as good as pressure as you can put on Delta, but putting pressure on Alpha, especially on an inexperienced team, like they start panicking, they start sending too many back. They're not sure how to clear off Alpha, maybe, especially when you don't have a jet up and you don't have the attack heli. Can really just spiral out of control really quickly for a team. %. You can't just be a pub star hero and then step into scrims and be like, well, I'm gonna bring all my pub star hero into scrims and be like, oh, look at me, I'm just so amazing. You have to play entirely differently. It's a whole nother game when you step into the competitive scene. And that's why we're trying to push with CCS. We're trying to get more people interested in this, because this game is absolutely fantastic in the competitive scene. This game may have its faults for pubs and stuff, but the competitive scene is just very well done, and there's a lot of great players, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, you just can't get it. You just can't beat it in the Battlefield experience. An organized game of 10v10 is just going to be... One organized game of 10v10 is just way more fun than hours of pubs, because you get a different level of gameplay out of it. If anybody is interested in joining any teams, or they're not sure where to start, go onto the Scimcasting forums. Say, hey, I'm looking for a team. I want to play. I want to do 10v10. We will definitely find you a team that you can play on. What are we waiting on? They're probably just talking strategies now. Like we're going live now, so let's get ready again. For some reason, I thought there were transport choppers on this map. I don't know. Maybe that was last season. We don't do that anymore. Maybe I don't think we ever did it. Now that I think about it in competitive, I don't know what I was talking about. I'm just crazy. That's all. Opening again, going to be really important. See who wins Bravo, or is it Bravo or Charlie? No, who wins Charlie? Whoever wins Charlie is going to get that attack helicopter, and that attack helicopter is going to help dominate the ground. And again, getting the attack helicopter but losing in the jet-to-jet fight isn't going to mean much, because then the jet's just going to harass you in the attack chopper. So this map is a pretty well-balanced map for 10v10, because, well, I mean, it's pretty well balanced in the sense that vehicles are very well against each other, but obviously, like I said, China is at a disadvantage. We got China, like I called last time, China is going to be Eternal, and Steel is going to be Russia. I'm really curious to see if Chief is going to go just to Bravo, or if he's going to try to go all the way to Delta. Looks like they're going to bomb. Looks like Chief is going to go all the way to Delta here. Going to be up on that roof and be a nuisance for Eternal this entire match now. Looks like Eternal's doing really well in the armor, though. They're going to be able to hold on to Charlie and get that attack chopper in there. Tank on tank action here again. Although it looks like a lot of steel have bombed off onto Charlie here. Your team won Charlie yet? Nope. But Steel taking the 2 flag advantage right off the bat and putting pressure on the Delta. But it doesn't look like it's going to mean much because Eternal's going to get the attack chopper right now. Will he be able to get in the air without getting shot down at the start? He gets into the air. Well done. We still have the attack jets in the air though.
Something, danger zone.
If there are any other scrims going on, just let me know when they're going on. Message me on Battlelog and the Simthic forums, or send me a whisper on Twitch and let me know. And I'm more than happy to cast anybody's scrims that any team is having. Beastie just chasing down Reckle right now. I'm not experienced enough in Jess to tell you how good of a fight this is, but it looks like he's going to catch him any moment now. I believe? I don't know! Watch it! Oh, come on! And in circles! Do those circles! Come on! He's getting hits! 22 damage in. Oh, looks like this is going to be then. Yeah. Oh. Yeah! Come on! And he takes him out. Well done, Obesity. We still have Eternal pushing up onto Bravo here with 2 tanks. Gonna give them a pretty good advantage there. Still trying to get their tanks up in the position to push onto Charlie, I assume? I don't know. What are they doing here? Tank on tank action. Is Eternal gonna... This is what we were expecting out of last match, where each team has 2 flags and it just comes down to lots and lots of frags. Looks like that's what this match is going to be about. Oh, when he gets taken down. And it's exactly like I called it out before. Steel just dug in on this point. Well, maybe not. If they kill Habel one? If they kill Habel one, they'll have cleared Steel off at this point. He needs to play really defensively until they get more spawns. More spawns for... Oh! And Chief goes down right after, but Habel one's still alive. He wasn't expecting that. Trying to kit switch so he can revive him, but I don't think he's able to find that kit. Looks like Steel is actually going to be able to take Delta, which is pretty much what we said. Uraniums. I'm going to go ahead and patent that using my my strategy of getting up onto that roof. Nicely done, uraniums. Steel using our advantage of being on the Russian side here. Just gonna absolutely keep putting pressure on Delta. Not gonna give Eternal a second of leniency here. Keep that pressure on Delta. Constantly keeping somebody, burning the flag. Have spawns on the roof. Be able to shoot down on them. Eternal trying to get these guys, but oh, they get something in the air. Looks like Steel is going to get another 4 flag capture here. This is just absolutely brutal. They're just going to use their advantage of that roof. Do they drop down? Nope. Uranium's just going to sit on that roof the whole time. Well done by Uraniums here. He may not be top frag, he may not be in a vehicle or anything, but just sitting on this roof, just sitting up there, keeping his team spawns there, is going to put a lot of pressure on Eternal. One guy putting this much pressure on a team, it's absolutely amazing. Like, that's what you want to be able to do. Those are the big kind of plays that we want to watch. But it looks like Eternal is actually going to be able to take Bravo back, and they're going to finally win the burn on Delta. But winning the burn on Delta isn't going to mean anything because Uranium's just going to sit on the roof. He's just going to wait up there and wait for them to either push off, or he'll just sit up there the whole time. He's one guy keeping at least 2 people on the flag. That's a very sound investment by Steel. Steel pushing their tanks up onto Bravo, going to get this flag back. Trying to turn his butt away from him. Oh, that was a nice hit. Nice predicted shot on him. But he's only 1 tank versus 2 tanks. Pretty big disadvantage for Eternal here. Tank on tank action, man. Not a whole lot to watch as they flee from each other and try to keep their reps up. Uranium still on that roof? Yep, Uranium's still on that roof. So this is what I'm saying, man. Like, just sitting on this roof. That's all you gotta do. Just stay on the roof, keep pressure on the point, and it's absolutely just doing work. He's gonna get killed by the frag, though. Nice frag out of Rog there. Very nicely done. Clearing that roof finally is gonna actually allow them to take some members off of Delta and put them somewhere else. Colonel's doing a really good job of just poking and prodding here, but they haven't tried to have anybody go back and do any back cap on Alpha. They're just trying to win straight up fights here. They're not trying to rotate or anything. And it looks like Steel is just going to be able to hold on to their 3 flags and keep burning tickets off of Eternal. Oh, he gets roadkilled. Can't do the reps from behind like that. End up just getting run over. I know I've done that so many times. And it looks like nobody's on the roof, but Steel just still holding on to this point, still just keeping pressure on Delta. It's like I said, Russia has just such a large advantage on this map because they're able to just constantly keep pressure on Delta. And it looks like Monty's trying to go around, trying to do some back cap, trying to get them back into this game. They need to grab a flag. It needs to happen really quickly here if they want to be able to have a chance of staying in this. It's just not going to mean much. Eternal's just not able to get any traction here because they're just not winning the fights they need to win. You got Obesity constantly winning the air-to-air fight. You got the tankers constantly winning the tank-on-tank fight. And then because Steel was able to win Charlie, they have the air advantage too. They have the attack chopper, and the attack chopper is just going to always make sure that the tanks win and that the air wins. Winning that Charlie point is just too needed. And as long as Uranium is able to stay in the air, it's just not going to amount to much for Steel or for Eternal here. Steel's just taking advantage of their advantage. They're making use of their advantage on this side of the map, is what it comes down to. And you can really tell Eternal's trying really hard to get some people on the back cap of or the gimme of Steel, but it's not gonna happen. And now you see, this is what I was talking about before, where you go off, you use one of your transport vehicles from base, and then it gets taken by the enemy, and now he's gonna have that for a while, and they're gonna have trouble actually just getting people out onto the map here because they just don't have the transport vehicles. you almost have to make sure to destroy your transport vehicle when you're done with it, when you drive it somewhere, because, oh, he wasn't able to make the jump up onto the roof all the way. He jumped off his thing too quick. But as I was saying, if you take a transport vehicle out of your spawn or from anywhere, you just send it off into nothingness. Make sure that it doesn't sit on the point, because when it sits on the point, it just sits there, and then it can if it's over here, let's see, it's probably still over here. It's probably still on the roof. Let's see. I don't have any of them over there. But yeah, here is this. This is what's their names? There, it's Eternal. This is Eternal's dirt bike or quad, just sitting on the roof here now, and that's probably just gonna sit there the rest of the game. Oh no, I said that and it finally disappears. But if Steel had kept somebody on the roof, it would have sat there the entire time. Or if Eternal had come back to the flag and they had been playing below it, they would have been in the vicinity of it, and it would have just stayed alive. It would have just sat there. It's so important to get those transport vehicles, make sure that they don't get destroyed, because when this happens where you don't have a flag or something and you don't have the transport vehicles to get back out there, you're just not going to be able to get any traction. Like, never mind the fact that they're losing the tank fights or they're losing the air fights or anything, not having the transport vehicles to get back out onto the flags is absolutely devastating for a team. And like, as you see here, like you're forced to try to run from one point to another, and that's not going to happen when they have air or they have just people watching. Colonel's just trying to get some traction here. They're trying to get back onto the point. They're trying to get some pressure off of their gimme, put some pressure on the enemy's gimme, but like I said, you don't have any transport vehicles. He's just trying to hoof it. They're all just trying to hoof it. And they get one guy here. Let's see if they're able to bomb some more on it. But it's not going to mean much because they still have the air control. It's absolutely brutal to not have transport vehicles on this map. Like, I can't tell. Maybe if I go over to their spawn with a thing. Yeah, they have one quad. That's all they have left here at spawn now. That's it. One quad for all their transport vehicles. When you start off normally with like 3 of them. Looks like no, they're trying to take out the attack heli right now. That's not gonna matter. This is over. Well done, Steel. Really well showing. They played on the disadvantaged side of the map really well. Eternal didn't take advantage of that delta point, and they were just able to close the deal, close it out. And let's just try to remember, though, this is one of the first times that Eternal has gotten the scrim, so they're pretty new to the competitive scene, and we'll be seeing some more of them, though. I'm sure they're gonna get their stuff together, get their strategies worked out, and they're gonna come back and just be a really strong team. I see good stuff in the future for Eternal, though. Steel came in. They've had a good amount of scrims in the past. They've played this map. They know the strategies. They know where to take advantage, and they just came in and they had a really strong showing. Thanks for both teams for letting me